Yes. Hello. Wait, I think the camera settings are a bit fucked based on the motion blur. Let's. These are fine. This looks a bit strange. I don't know. I feel like this middle bar is like more visible than before. Like the scroll bar. Am I tripping? I think this is more what I've had before. Yeah. There I go. Let me select that. Make sure it's centered. I have a temptation to like stretch the screen, but I've probably changed the scale of this window, so I wouldn't be able to get it to like back to normal scale if I did that. Uh anyway. So wait, we are on the main branch. Okay. Let me show you something. So this is what the game currently looks like. We have a scrollable list of buttons. We have the FPS slider working. VSync button is great. I've been just working on the UI, right? And we have mouse capture. And also the mouse is uncaptured when the window is focused, right? And then, you know, the close game button. But. Oh yeah, meshing whip. This is the branch. So there's a few things, a few errors here. Hey, thank you. And yeah, you know, that's without any UI library, right? Like I'm just doing it myself. Like always, like everything. Uh ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, has some garbage changes there. Yes. So the current errors to look at. I need to convert these things. So it uses the new struct. Blocks instead of voxels. And then I need to call get block. Wait, do I have any commits that I haven't? No, everything's here. Okay. But. So before, what I did is that I passed in just a hash map of all the chunks, right? But I don't want to do that anymore. So what I decided to do is just, and like the reason that the reason that I pass in one chunk directly and the others as a hash map is because I think there was a performance penalty with accessing the chunk through the hash map for every single block lookup. Like it's better to just have the chunk and iterate through the blocks rather than look up each block up individually. You get my point. But then I needed to look at the surrounding chunks to know like which faces should be obstructed, right? But I've decided that I'm not gonna pass in the entire hash map. I'll just get the chunk and then I'll have the neighbors in a slice. And these are just references, so we're not copying the data, we're just looking at it. Yes, what is this? Yeah. And ooh. Now that I'm thinking There's one kind of shitty thing that I have to deal with is I have the chunk mesh cache here. So if I mesh a chunk and it doesn't change, then I will not remesh the chunk. I'll just like use the cache, right? The thing is that for meshing the chunks, I only need read access. I don't need to write to the chunks, but I do need to write to the chunk mesh cache, and that's kind of an issue, right? Interesting. Okay, yes. So that's an issue that I have to deal with. But I was thinking I could probably get away with a thing where I get all of the chunk positions in this loop, and then I copy that list, and then I iterate through the positions. I get the chunk as a read-only thing. I get the neighbors as a read-only thing. And then we'll drop both of those. And then we will have no read references to the thing, to the blocks struct. And then we can just like write to the mesh cache instead of having to do this thing where we, you know, mem take it and then put it back later. Also, let me do that. Adjust the monitor for myself a bit. I think that might be something, but I'll do the mem take for now. It's fine. It's fine. It's we just can't abort this function midway through. If we do that, then it's bad. Like we'll just lose the chunk cache out of nowhere. But basically I just have to make this function work. Ay. And I can copy most of it from here. There's some stuff that I have to change. But let's get going. Oh, and also I could get rid of all of the errors by just commenting out this function. Well, there it is. I'm pretty sure there's going to be no errors now. Oh shit. It's this thing that's causing errors. Okay. So I guess we'll do this. And there's still like one more. I guess we want to have the light level in the vertices. I made a new like keyboard layout where none of the keys do anything, just so I can like scrub the keys a little bit. Sometimes, I want to tell you, the fingers leave a bit of residue on the keys. It's like, I clean this like once a year. I should probably like properly like take every key off and scrub every key. I should probably do that more often, but it's a pain. Okay. I guess this is gonna be a float. And then I'm gonna have to add a thing here. How many is this? This is 4, so this is gonna be a 10. And then we are crying here. Bruh. Alright. I just need to write .default on all of these. Probably without the comma. So now we have 8 errors. Still. How do we call the default things? Yeah, that's fair. But it's not just about the dust. It's also like residue from fingers. Like I can just see some shit on the A key right now, and it's like, bruh. Well, anyway. Oh yeah, I meant to go to the source and then lib, and then we'll look at. Okay, this is how you do it. The magic words. I now have 7 errors, that's good. Damn. That's shocking. Haha, haha. No. Okay, default is not const. I can't do this. Do we even use this anywhere? Huh? It's not like default. Well, whatever. Whatever. There's some places where we use this. I can just. Oh, it's a meshing. Okay, okay. I'm in meshing. 496, I mean. Here we go. I just made it a different name. There we go. And now we have one more in save load. The previous iteration of this used ByteMonk, cast the vertices into bytes, but now I use my own thing. There we go, and then we need to save the life level. What? Okay, now we're getting different errors. Okay, I have to go to meshing and make everything public on this. Okay, now we actually compile, which is amazing. But we will not see anything. I don't think so. Yeah, because we're not creating the world and we're not trying to mesh it. And even if we were trying to mesh it, we wouldn't get anything. We need to actually make the meshing do something. Let's just do some naive meshing first, I think. It doesn't complain. I was thinking, why did I do it like this? Oh, okay, it actually just complains about it. Fair enough. Okay. What do we keep track of I here? I don't think that's used for anything. That's really interesting. Anyway, would we actually mesh this block is my question. Here, make mesh. Maybe that's the function. Position times 8. Oh, and make mesh actually doesn't have any errors. That's awesome. It is expecting to know the obstructed faces, the light levels, it wants the vertices, and it wants to know the scale. That's... Alright, let's just see what happens. Pulse, what is pulse? Oh, it's just this. Okay. I'll be having that. Oh, we need to take in the chunk position. I'm kind of have a elimination diet for most of the functions where it's like if some parameter seems like it doesn't, like it's not needed, then you know we don't give it. I love refactoring apparently. Okay, okay. This fine. This fine, this fine. Yep. Now it's just complaining about the missing arguments, which is there. I can unwrap this because it's always going to have enough positions, and if it doesn't, then oopsies. Da -da -da. Yeah, these conditions seem fine. We don't want to try to render air blocks, and we don't. Why is it fine here? But not here. Actually, I don't know. I probably can just do this and then it's fine. Yeah. Or maybe I would have gone that as an error. Yep. Doesn't really matter. But let's see what else. Ignore those. We won't do the obstructed faces for now. We'll just make the mesh. I think it's 8 or is it 6? Okay. Actually, no, we do want this. Or are we multiplying this by 8? Is the question. It might have been because of some voxel shenanigans, but this pulse here is just from the iterator thing. So let's not multiply by 8 for no reason. Interesting. So you're telling me that I can just mesh a world. Well, I don't have a camera right now, but it's fine. It's like something in between my teeth. God damn. Whatever. I'll live with it. I'm being debuffed. Okay, so for the UI, we can kind of just re-render at all times. But for the vertices of the world, you kind of don't want to send the data every single frame over the GPU for no reason. So I'll have to figure something out. How do we do it? Here. Yeah, we had this little thingy. And then we recalculate, and then we write to the buffer. I guess. Yeah, I kind of know what I want to do now. We're gonna have a thing here. Now we... I feel like vertex should be somewhere else than the window module, but whatever. No, now what we are doing is that if this hold on, can I point to it? If I select this line, hold on, now I can point to the line. So if fuck, it's so hard. If on this that's so scuffed. Anyway, if on this line or in this like variable we have a new mesh, then we just write to the buffer, right? And that's it. And if it's none, then we do nothing. And this takes care of everything. I'm also kind of trying to think like, oh, what if I wanted to make this like a library that other people can use? Or if I'm gonna reuse this same thing myself later, like how would I want this to work, right? And I think this is good. Like you just give it an option thing, and you can also observe whenever this thing is updated. Because this will change from some and your vertex to none. Are you saying me as in me or me as in you? I think you were saying me as in me when I'm saying that. Yeah, anyway. Me as in you, yeah, okay. Fair enough. Me as in you when you're saying it, and me as in me when I'm saying it. That's awesome. Anyway. Oh, I fucking closed the thing. What I'm gonna steal from it. It's gonna be basically this, but slightly different. When do we change the render pipeline? Ooh, okay, so here we write the UI after the thing. Okay, I think I might have had a reason for doing that, so I'll do the same here. There you go. I think these timestamps were actually incorrect when I looked into this. Let's see. No, this is the calculation. That's good. The transfer duration is incorrect. I would have to do this here. Yeah, this is not correct, but that's fine. Mm-hmm. I guess we don't have a vertex count thingy thing. Oh, we had num vertices. Okay. I don't even know if we need this thing, but whatever. Hmm. You might be surprised, but I'm like in disbelief, but we might be rendering something this stream, like some world, and having a no-clip camera in that world. It's crazy. Doesn't look like it right now, but you know. True. Ah, come on, don't reveal that it's scripted. Game dot. It's all good. But I'm the what should I say? The antagonist of the stream is me being hungry. Oh yeah, we actually don't even need to do this. Like, we're doing this somewhere else. We literally already have calculated this. I just pressed some button which sent me to Narnia. That's awesome. But I guess the game always wants to render, you know, when we're actually rendering a frame, and not like on physics sticks. But when do we actually give the same game a signal? Game logic tech, when is this called? Yeah, I think I'll just let the game handle when to redraw. And let window just be as oblivious as possible and not call the rendering function at all. I think that's gonna be better. Yeah. So right now the game tech thing is called every single rendered frame. That's fine. I'll just need to keep that in mind. Let's go here. That's good. And then we go back here. We don't need that. But I'll actually leave it out as a commented out thing so I can use it for reference later. Oh yeah, I just realized that you talking about the side quest or character building moment is like me eating. Hallo. Does this consume this thing? Is my question. That's a good question. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. We don't need these because it's already calculated. A pre-transfer timestamp. Sure. I mean, we can measure the timestamp duration. I like the thing. Also, why would we give I guess we can give vertices and then turn those into bytes. I could just give bytes as well directly. And now that I think about it, the chunks also store the values, like the mesh caches, as vertices when they could do it as bytes. I don't know if there's any meaningful difference between those. Is there any reason for me to do this? Also, if I tilt my head down like this, no, it's not visible. Lol. Is there any reason for me to do that? It's kind of what I'm thinking. No, I don't think so. I'll just pass it like this and turn it into bytes here. And now we just do this. Yippee! We don't have to do anything here. I don't think so. Oh, and you want to be borrowed, that's fine. I'll just assert that it's nothing. We'll see. Oh fuck, I can't do that. I can do that though. There we go. And this is kind of a pointless statistic to keep. Whatever. It's fine. Where do we? Huh? 472. Oh, okay. I feel like the non-vertices thing is just not really used for anything. That's fine. Let's go. Okay. Cannot move out of blah 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 blah. Okay, so it doesn't actually want to move the data. I will take you. And then I need to do this like this. I could instead like clear it on after, but I would rather take it. We are taking Lemish. Can it move out? Think again. We are doing it. Okay, so now we just need to actually render the world. If I run this, then it should work. Fuck. Or maybe we'll get a WGP error. That's also a possibility. Okay, we don't get a WGP error, which is awesome. Let me move this to a new window. And we should actually call the rendering functions. Let's not worry about entities yet. Oh, the camera. Whatever. show the texture update. Whatever. We're not worrying about that. Light propagation. We'll do it later. What the hell? Orthographic, we'll do it later. Okay, what do we need? We have the output here already, I think. We do. Awesome. We have the encoder. That's awesome. We have the render pass. Yes. Okay, so here we actually have a depth attachment, and I think we need this. Let's see if we get any errors for that. Okay. Depth texture. We have a depth texture anywhere. We don't. Do we have it anywhere? Like in game, perhaps? In texture? We have the function for creating it, but I guess we're not calling it anywhere. Yeah. Holy, I need to drink. Also cleared. Have you started writing C yet? I say yet because I think you'll maybe eventually start doing it. You know, like I know you're invested into the JavaScript land, your own JavaScript ecosystem, but you know, the C is not going to write itself. Oh. Damn. Well, because when you said that, it sounded like a major, like, arc, you know? That's like, oh, I'm gonna, like, go and do C for, like, the next 10 years and become really good at it. That's what it was in my head. But, you know, I might be wrong. How do we do the depth texture here? Oh, this is the texture. Guess we're just storing it here, honestly. It'll be right there. Then 369. Oh wait, why is it not found? I probably need to import this. No, I'm importing everything. Oh, it's okay, okay. I get it now. Okay, we need to give it some info. Let's just do it here then. So, apply this device. Surface configuration. Hopefully it's just that, and then oh. Oh, just had a good sneeze. Yeah, also need to borrow the config. Then And we are compiling again. That's awesome. Okay. Oh. Okay, no, this is fine. Yeah, now we just need to render. Yoink. Oh, we only have one pipeline currently? Question mark? Mm-hmm. I guess, which shader are we using in the pipeline is the question. We're using the UI shader. Is there any difference between those? I guess the other has a camera and some other additional stuff. Okay, these have light. This doesn't have light. Wait, do we still? Hold on. Hold on a moment. If I comment these out, like, do we still run the game? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Oh, it's because of the fucking depth thing. Supposed to be here, I think. Does it run now? That's the question. It does, even though we kind of just ignore the light in here. I'll just leave it be there, just in case. We need another pipeline. And we need to handle this error. Okay, what is going on here? I really dislike that it's not a compiler error, but it's a runtime error. Well, whatever. Gotta deal with the hand that we're dealt. The render pass uses texture with some. The render pipeline expects none. Okay. I guess I need 2 render passes as well, or it would be better, because I can make the UI not use depth at all, and it will always render on top instead of being kind of awkward. Yes. Sounds lovely. I think that's fine. Anyway, okay. But if I have any overlapping faces on like UI elements that I render, then I need depth for that anyway. That's fine though. So what is the thing that he's saying? So you need a depth thing. Okay. And what do we do with here? And we have two of these. So two pipelines here. They're like mostly the same, but they just use a different shader, I think. Yeah, this is the shader is different. Okay, that's fine. Also, I read the Aurora Borealis message, but I have no comment on it. Also, I just realized the line numbers, they need to be killed. This is important. Is this just complete black? It is. Well, I guess complete is now a thing that goes under. Hopefully it doesn't cause any issues. I know where it would do that. Well, that's fine. Let's don't worry about it. Let's just steal this depth stencil state. Let's check that it's good. Okay. All right. Do we have any runtime errors? Ooh, we don't. But for some reason, we no longer render the UI. We still have these. The ominous triangle, but we don't have the actual UI. Which is a bit strange. Why is it not rendering? Is it because our things are not in depth? Also, I just clicked the button to capture the mouse. That's awesome. Alright, let's change the depth of everything, I guess. What do we have? What do we have? UI. UI. There we go. I think I had a hotfix thing in here for that. No? Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. It's the voxel stuff. It's the entity stuff. And we're building the UI. Still building the UI, and then we're writing. So did we at some point change the depth of everything? Doesn't seem like it. Build text. Oh, this is gonna be. Wait, where do I have? Oh, I don't have build text as a thing. Oh, whatever. I can just change it here. So I guess I should do the same for whatchamacallit, like the UI rendering. Like we give a new UI whenever we have something to update. Let's see. This is the old code. See, this is a voxel parkour game where everything was in one file basically. And then this is the old code, right? I'm just looking at the old code for reference, like to see what I've been doing. Copying everything, that makes sense. See. I don't think that's correct. Oh, it's ASD. And then, yes. Well, let's test with 1.0 first. Change the depth. Oh, and now we render absolutely nothing. Okay, what about 0.5 question mark? Okay, what about 0.0? Okay, that changes nothing. That's awesome. It's good that it's rendering something and not absolutely nothing. So for some reason, doing this results in nothing, and then these things result in something. This is gonna print a shit ton. I already pressed Control C. Please stop. Thank you. I guess I'll just panic after the first print, honestly. Let me clear everything. Let me put this into a file. Yeah. And it's a bit of a big file, apparently. Hopefully my computer doesn't die. Let's go. Oh, okay, it's like one giant line. And we have no scroll bar. We're going to the side. Why is it so long? It's... Okay, let me make this a bit smaller. Let's go to UI.rs and not build this giant list. That's a bit of a XD move to take. Okay, now there we go. Oh, it's a lot more manageable. Alright. So at the start, we have like 0. Yeah, the Z is 0.0 for all these. Let's highlight all the positions. Said you can't be this slow. Okay, well it is, but we live with it. Position. Yeah, Z is 0. Z is 0. And then if we go down to the bottom where we have the other data, well, the Z is still fucking 0. So what the fuck is going on? Something changed. Is it the color date? The light? No, the light level? Question mark? Like, did I somehow fuck up the alignment? I don't know. Or is it the vertex count? It might be the vertex count. Oh, it's getting the length here. Yeah. Interesting. Let's see what we've changed. These are public. Oh, this is meshing. We don't really care about that. We added light levels here. Yeah, that's fine. We added it here. Yeah, that's fine. Added the depth texture. That should be fine. Added the depth stencil attachment. That should be fine. I guess I should remove the depth and then see if it still fails. Oh my, the editor is slow because I have this one file open. No. Why is it trying to process this fucking file when I'm not even editing it? Bruh. This is like updating it for no reason. There we go. Depth stencil. Let's just do none. Then none here as well. Let's see if we render everything or anything. I didn't mean to do that. What did we... Oh, okay. Is the depth really fucking everything up that bad? It is. Why though? No, I have not switched to Wayland. Also, look at this. It's you can see me through the letters of the game because we're color keying black now. That's awesome. The only thing that we're changing is depth. And then it decides that, oh, I should die. Why though? And Z is depth, the Z is the same for everything. I don't think we have any like full screen elements that are fucking everything up either. Questions mark? Do we clear it? We clear it with zeros? No, we definitely don't clear with zeros. Those are just fucking built different. What is the difference? What the hell? I guess I'm getting the number of vertices here. Is that really it? Oh, but we already have the UI. And we have the UI. Well, let's just fucking move this anyway. Make sure that it's not about that. Oh, we can't do that because we destroyed the vertex data there. If we do this, then it's still fine though. What the bruh? What the bruh? This is really fucking confusing. Okay, we are getting vertices. Do we just have like the alpha incorrect or something? I feel like I'm going insane. Surely it's not that. Oh, because the light level should also be the same for everything. So I just realized the color is incorrect. Is the color different with and without the depth stencil attachment? No way. Tempted to just check from the thingy thing. Okay, what do we have? VOD. Here we have VOD. We have this stream. Oh, and yeah, MPV doesn't want to do this correctly. We need to use VLC. Okay. Where do I have the UI showing as well? Hello? How long have I been on this problem? Not that long, right? Surely not that long. It was after I did that. Okay, now we're on the problem already. Because the color is incorrect for the background stuff. Interesting. Am I saving incorrectly? Shouldn't be the case. Fuck. It's like... Okay, yeah. We're putting the default values. That's fine. Let's look at save load. Color save. Then float save. I should all be correct. Let's not do that, and then let's see what happens. Okay, we crash. That's fair enough. And if we do this twice, then we should also crash. Oh. Don't crash where you render something fucked up. It's clearly incorrect. Is the winding incorrect? How would the winding be incorrect now without the depth? Okay, let's just change the make quad function. These are 0.5 for the depth. There's one that I missed. Yeah, no, that... I truly don't get it. Let's stock the values again. I think maybe... Actually, I had no idea. Well, why do you want to know? I'm curious. Note that the positions are also... Oh, wait. 0.0, 0.5. So this is like centered on the screen. I think this is the triangle that spins. It's these 0.5 here. 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. So it's... Is it just these that are the built-in ones? No way. They're supposed... Oh, no, no, no. I just realized it's not even that. It's not even that. Because, the text that we generate here, like this is using the get text quotes function. There's still something else. What? The hell? Like this is fine, and then we get the UI, and then we just don't render. We get the vertices as well, but we just don't render them because of the depth. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I had to confirm one more time that it works without the depth. This is like, what the? What? What? I guess what this, like, if I can't figure this out, then it just means that UI will not have depth for now. That's like... This is like completely stumping me. Why are we panicking? I don't want to print everything. Oh, we're explicitly panicking. Maybe that's why. Yeah, without depth, it's just, it just works. That's the only thing that we're changing. Let's see. Here's the entire diff. Like one last ditch idea. My head. Which is to make the depth like negative 0.5 in here. I don't know, now we just only render this one thing. Oh, okay, sure. Oh, now if we resize the window, we crash because of the depth texture. Oh my god. Oh my god. Even the slightest resize will do it. Okay, maybe if we just get the blocks rendering. You know, maybe. Maybe. Maybe that's what I'll focus on. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. So here, this is going to be the UI render pipeline. Yeah. I guess that's what we're calling them. UI in game is fine. And then struct state. Is there. And 90. We'll use the UI render pipeline here. Ooh. Okay. Now we'll just copy paste this. And then for the UI, we will not have depth. We'll just say none. Now I almost said now we render, but now we compile. Well, I would also assume that means that we also render. We fucking crash. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. We also need to say none in here. Oh, we should not crash anymore. Yep. We have the UI rendering. Awesome. And now I should do the meshing. Okay. How did I do it here? So right to the vertex buffer here. Yeah, I have a separate vertex buffer for the UI, most likely. Yeah, I have a UI vertex buffer and then like game vertex buffer. Now this is gonna be UI vertex buffer. Fine. Then we'll have two of these. And then 431. It's fine. Oh, yes. I'm gonna be playing TF2 with the project lead. Just having fun. That's the plan. Also, I just realized I did the wrong vertex buffer for the other one. Oh, never mind. No, that's correct. I need to hear say game. Okay. I don't think there's any like planned viewer participation, but I mean, if you want to join, I think you can. I'm not saying definitive yes. I don't, but I'm just saying that I don't see a reason for why not, right? Where do we create the buffer? The buffer. Here's the buffer. Let's create 2 buffers. Let's go. And now we render everything like before. Yeah, let's make a checkpoint commit. And then I'm like, for some reason, like this presentable liberty is just in my head right now, like the game. If you haven't played the game, or you don't know anything about it, play it. I think it's free. I already know like everything about the game, so it's not really that worth for me, I don't think. But if you don't know anything about presentable liberty, then it's yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see. We have the buffers. New world mesh. Oh, we should just do everything here. Except this. This. Okay, we say game render pipeline and not voxel. So I might need like a world render pipeline and then entity render pipeline. Or maybe they'll be the same. Yes. Exactly. That's why I know the game. Actually, let me... I'm pretty sure this is the... Yeah, that, you know. Oh, the gameplay and plots. The plots. Yeah, but that is the correct one. Don't spoil yourself. Okay. We don't have the texture bind group yet. Apparently. That's a bit of an issue. We'll make it then. Okay, and we don't have the camera either. I'm thinking these things are kind of game specific, but I guess the usage of this kind of framework will assume that you will have a UI that you'll update kind of frequently. And then, oh, presentable liberty? Interesting. I don't know if that's like a forever deal, like it's forever coming soon. Anyway, we'll have the UI, which is rebuilt every frame. Then we have the game vertices. What did I do for... What did I do previously? What did I do here? Like, I make a new vertex buffer? Oh, I put them in the tool vertex buffer. That's awesome. Okay. So yeah, there's like three kinds of buffers. There's the 2D buffer, which is rebuilt every frame. And there's a 3D buffer, which is like written to on demand. And then there's a 3D buffer that's written to every frame. Yeah, it's fine. I think that's like universal enough. At least for what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna adjust my screen. Gotta move the light temporarily. There we go. Just wanted to stand up again. What do we do here? Oh, we don't have a font bind group? There's a texture bind group. Oh. I guess I have the font in the texture bind group. That would make sense. Two bind groups? Huh? I guess two bind groups that I'm remembering. Texture bind group. There's the camera bind group. I guess I don't need a bind group for the vertices? Is that it? Texture bind group, camera bind group. Okay, sure. So we only need texture and camera. I'll take it. And which order did I used to have these in? Yeah, texture at 0, camera at 1. That's fine. I'll keep it the same, just so I don't have to think. Let me do that. Go here. Place all. There we go. 4, 3, 1. Yeah, we need the camera bind group still. Ooh. This might be a copy time. Okay. So we just have a uniform buffer. Sure. Sure. We only kind of need from here to here. Oh yeah, I still need the camera buffer as well. We have a separate vertex buffer here. I guess we do. Yeah, we do. We do. Okay. The camera buffer. Okay. Okay. This is kind of bullshit, but whatever. I'll do it this way. And then we say nice. And now we just need the camera buffer. Oh, I already have it, but I just need to actually provide it here. Lol. I was blind and just wanted to control F buffer, but then it sent me to Narnia. I probably could have just clicked previous. I'm going here immediately, but whatever. And we compile. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's done by a pretty niche author. And why are we crashing? Label render encoder. This is the default render encoder, I guess. This is the depth stencil is bad? Question mark? Render pass uses texture format none, but render pipeline. Okay. I haven't watched Lord of the Rings either. Don't worry about it. I just know some things about it. What's the error now? You don't understand how big my temptation was to switch to Volcano instead of WGPU when I was starting the refactor, and even when I was like a little bit deep into it, I was like, ooh, that would be so much nicer though. Like the grass is so much greener on the other side, dude. No. Well, the thing that enticed me in Volcano is that if you write safe Rust, then it will equate to safe usage of the API. And I don't know if that would mean no runtime errors. Hopefully. Game render pipeline label uses an attachment with form. Yeah, okay. Why are we using the game render pipeline though? Huh? Riddle me that. Oh, because we're saying it here. Lole. The time cost. Purely just the time cost, right? Nothing else. Ooh, I just realized we have a single render pass that we like manipulate here. Oh no, we do have multiple. Okay. Okay. No, I'll say time cost, and also not that interesting to me. I don't really care about the GPU. As long as I can just push my vertices there, I'm happy. Okay, that's the problem. Oof. 527. Oh, we need to scope this differently, I think. Or oh yeah, we just need to scope this. Yeah. See, for the first render pass here, we clear, but for the second one, we shouldn't clear. Have the ops. Look at this. I like hearing some knocking sounds outside. I'm like, damn. Anyway, let me see. What is this link you've bestowed upon me? Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yep. 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 That's true. That's true. But I think ext4 is used just because it's the default and not because like, oh, it provides so much value. Right? It's just it's what Linux ships with. Smile. So true. Let's see. Just do that. I think. I think that's what you do there. Well, we render still, and it works. Let me scroll the list just for fun. Oh yeah, I have fewer elements now because of testing. Anyway. This format. I still need to provide the camera. I need to provide the camera and then the world mesh, and then we should be rendering. Okay. Honestly, I can't wait to get something rendering and then go eat, like off stream. I can't wait to abandon you. Anyway, my bad, my bad. Hmm. I guess we do this. Ooh, do we really do it directly in window.rs? This is gonna... I guess what could happen is that the game provides the camera matrix and window.rs doesn't really know about it. I'm just trying to think like what goes where. Because window.rs is like making a mesh out of the UI anyway. Let's just fucking let it process the camera. Whatever. It's not that bad. Like, this is a minor detail, I think. Okay. So that's the world. Let's do the camera. Do we have a physics interpolation T asking for a friend? We seemingly don't have that. Just return vector 3. Put it in the origin just as a placeholder function. This is not really a thing. I guess I kind of do want to just grab the camera matrix from the game instead of building it here. Let's do it like that. Or do we do it like that? Yes. What is it gonna be? It's probably in math. So 16 magic values. 96. We no longer have this. Go back the window. And this is gonna be, I guess I could just provide it as bytes directly. Is what I said for the other thing as well. So, okay, we'll just convert it here. Oh, actually, I don't even need that. We ain't using ByteMac here anymore. Oh, it's self. What do you mean we don't know about that? Oh, camera matrix. Okay. Okay, there we go. Exciting times. We're writing the camera buffer. We don't. We're coming to the. We're writing the camera matrix into the camera buffer. We don't write to the camera matrix yet, but that's fine. It's going to be a to-do. Okay, let's mesh the world, I think. Let's mesh a world once, maybe. Are we actually outputting a mesh right now? We go to meshing. We don't need this open. We don't need this open. We don't need this open. Nor this. Okay, now we can actually see all the files. Supposedly we're outputting a mesh. Allegedly. I can rename this so it doesn't suck. Do we have anything for like setting blocks in the world? Get block. We don't have save load. Yeah, so we can't load a world. Let's just make it so we can set blocks into our world. Okay, we need that as well. Okay. I was gonna complain about everything, but that's fine. Also a new hash map. Chunks is also a new hash map. Everything's a fucking hash map. Except the light queue. That's the light queue. Alright. Then we need the set block function. I don't think I can tell, but I'm like trying to speed through this. I could do it through this, but I won't. Because we need to create the block as well. Okay, that's fine. We're giving ownership of the block. That's fine. You're not returning anything. Let's copy from here. Oh yeah, we need the position as well. There. We'll need that. Oh, yep. Need this. All right. And then we need to set the block. Oh, we can just do this. We don't need to declare it as mutable, apparently. I don't think it's complaining about it either. Well, anyway. I'll make it not mutable if it doesn't need to be mutable. I was thinking, is this incorrect? Hopefully not. Gives immutable entry. Yep. Should be fine. Gonna complain about mutability for the world though. Please tell me that I have that. Ooh. Okay, blocks, debug block maybe? Damn. Oh, I just need to do this a bit differently. Or is it... Oh, wait, what? It's public? Oh, it's... Oh, okay, sure. Sure. I just didn't import it. Yep, 96. Now we render. But the camera is probably at a position where we can't see the block. Oh, I forgot that resizing doesn't work anymore. Anyway. Okay. Okay, so I have a bit of vertices. Okay, are we just setting up the area that's too big? Maybe. Let's do like 15 instead of 50. Okay, good. The checkpoint commit again. Okay. All right. We set them. We don't remesh anywhere. Yes, so I wanted to set this. Okay. Actually, we need to give mutable access. Oof. We have like some default meshing options that I can just use. Oh, actually, this is gonna be a bit XD. Okay, there we go. Game. This needs to be borrowed. Getting closer. Do we have like an extra fucking brace here somewhere? Oh, it's meshing. Oh, okay. Just on the same line that I was looking at. Okay. Then some mesh. Maybe we crash. I don't know if I can remember what I did for that. Okay, we don't crash. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. They do that. We even write the buffer. Okay, okay. I'll sprint and confirm that we get here. Oh, actually, no, I already have a print line there. Okay, that's crazy good. Oof, the transfer took a while though. I have a shit ton of vertices. Okay. So we're supposed to render something, but we're rendering nothing. And that might be because of a few things. Yeah, we don't have... I don't think we have a texture atlas. And I think we're using the wrong shader as well. There's like 2 things to fix now. Okay, okay. Now it's complaining about something. Ah! The layout. Here's the render pipeline layout. In a different layout for these two. So this is going to be the UI render pipeline layout. Ay, ay, ay. Here's the game render pipeline layout. Texture bind group layout. Then we need the camera bind group layout. Okay, okay. We are trying to render. I still need to handle the resizing. I'll do that later. Lolip. Okay, so we have that. Have this. You might be rendering nothing just because of the camera buffer. So let's make the camera buffer. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that the shader doesn't like a matrix with all zeros. Like, that's gonna be something fucked up. Do we know the screen size here? Where's math? Okay, there's math. Yeah, you would like a screen size. Why though? What do you use it for? Or the aspect ratio. We don't care about that right now. We want the render. Let's just do 500, 500. Surely that's the screen size. Oof. Oh yeah, we don't need to supply the brightness. Okay. I wonder why this doesn't render. Like, what are we still missing? Yeah, like, we have some values here, and these like seem somewhat sensible. Let's build the player at position 1. Okay. I think these are different values. Oh, they are. They are. Okay. I feel like I'm doing this in a very chaotic way compared to how I did it last time. That's fine. Are we writing the camera matrix? Okay, we are writing to the camera buffer. Get the game render pipeline. We probably don't have textures. Yeah, we probably don't have textures. Should that matter? Probably. Eesh. Okay. There we go. Do we create the Atlas image anywhere? Is the question. We do. Do we store it anywhere? Oh shit, we do. Do we actually have it in the texture bind group? What's the problem then? What is the problem then? I fucking forgot the resizing doesn't work. Let's hide the UI for now. Or I should make it so when the mouse is captured, we don't render the UI. Do we store the information anywhere? I'll use this as a marker. Okay. Don't store it anywhere currently. That's gonna fucking learn about the SD. Oh. Here we go. Dude, I feel like I had music playing in my head, and now it's gone, and now it's more silent in here. But it's all in my head. Does that make sense? Don't know. Cursor grab mode. True. So true. Okay. Can we get this somehow? Guess we just don't fucking know. Or that we hope that the OS doesn't change it on its own. Sure. I guess... Actually, I shouldn't do it like this. I'll go here. Go. Nice, that didn't cut the other brace like I wanted to. XD. Okay, now we go here. Oh, this is, I wrote this in the wrong place. Nice. Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas. You know, we no longer render the UI, which is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, don't worry about it. But why do we render nothing? Asking for a friend. Very curious. Very curious indeed. Where's the sprint happening? I think it's in window. Don't worry about it. Do not worry, not allowed. There we go. See, it didn't take that long. Okay, so right to the vertex buffer. Let's compare. Yeah. Create the view. Create the encoder. We enter a thingy thing. Add the color attachments. Interesting. We don't have depth slice here. We do have it here. Probably nothing to think about. Really. This is a different WGPU version between the two, which is a bit of XD. We do access the camera matrix as well. Set the game render pipeline. Set vertex buffer. Set the bind groups. Now we draw. I think that part of the code is fine. Let's open another window. Let me. Well, let's just look at it first. Let's do that for now. Still nothing. I wonder if the mesh is empty. Oh, no, but we do have vertices. We have a lot of vertices, actually. It's not empty. We are writing it. And the transfer actually takes some time as well, which is awesome. We're still rendering like 145 FPS. There's like some step that I'm forgetting. Or then the vertices of the world are fucked. I gotta be honest, this is also like kind of blind coding in a way. I didn't take the time to go in depth on how I did this before. I kind of just YOLO'd it and like, yeah, that'll probably work. Lulip. So it could be the vertices being fucked. It could be something else. I don't know for sure. That's kind of a problem. Is it time to render this as an OBJ? Like output an OBJ and then that'd be kind of funny. I are we saying? Okay, we're saying... Wait, why is the scale an integer? I think that should be just a thing. And we're gonna make this be 10. Just as a test. What is it now? Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be F32 here as well. Is the world so fucking small? Doesn't appear to be so. Is it so fucking big? It shouldn't be. Where are the vertices? Is a good question. Make mesh. This is a vector 3 num 0. Oh. So we... Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, lole. Position, block. Yeah. These should be the same. Make plane also works the same. Okay. Ooh, I wonder if rotate pulse doesn't work. That might be a thing. Then not. I have a feeling this might be a thing that gets done next time. There might be multiple things wrong. Can't really speedrun it, I don't think. Oh. Oh, would you look at that? All of the blocks are at either 0 or 1. I think that's a slight problem. Would you agree with that assessment? Oh, never mind. They're being put at the world positions here. So this is actually, yeah. So let's do it like this. Now let's print the actual position. Okay, now their positions are, like, reasonable. The blocks are here. Look at this. It's the vertices, or the vertex positions for the blocks. Let's go. I'm guessing I would need to transform these vertices with the matrix on the CPU side so I could make sure, like, I know what's happening. Let's for now not use the matrix. I could try to position these so they're in the correct point. gonna make this scale like 0.1. If it renders something, we'll call it a success, and if it doesn't, then it's time to let go of the dream. It's almost time to let go of the dream. Right? Almost. I need parentheses here. If only I could print on the GPU. Like, that's something that I would want to have. Oh, camera brightness. Probably doesn't matter. Small test with that. Oh yeah, we're printing everything. Well, I don't need to do that. Where was I just changing stuff? Not here. God damn. Do we have an error anywhere? Or we don't? Go. Oh yeah, okay. So it was 3D render. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, the funny thing is that doing the depth thing cost nothing to render on the UI side, and I'm thinking for some reason that it's not going to be a problem for the blocks. So I think I should take a stab at rendering the blocks without the depth. That'll be my last ditch effort. If we suddenly render Lule, and we don't. Well, I'm gonna figure those out off stream, but we are making the mesh. We do have the triangles. We just for some reason we're not rendering anything. I gotta figure this out, but not gonna be now. Sadly. But it's getting there, it's getting there. I might just have to consult my... Actually, what I would probably have to do is go to the commit history and like try to find when I went from ray tracing rendering with vertices. I wonder when I did that. This was still the Octree days. Don't worry, don't worry. This is still Octree. This is also still Octree. Yeah, this is Octree, yeah. Ooh, unbreak readers in the window. This sounds like... well, it's depth texture at least. Update mesh when play. This is something. Triangle on screen, let's go. Oh yeah, this is the big commit. That's fine. I will just quickly search for that, actually. I'm gonna need these. Just do a simple git bisect. What do you mean? Also, yeah, I should probably first do the thingy thing. So new, let's just make... like, this is for sure new, right? And then... where do we have an old one? Yeah, okay, this is old. Oh, this is before cargo window. So we gotta download shit. Huh? Oh, okay. You mean the thingy thing. Okay. Fuck, like, this thing. Like you said ad, I'm like, holy shit, like, is Twitch hitting me with ads? If Twitch did that, then it's like, oh, well, time to go affiliate. Lol. God damn, imagine having the download rates and not having everything sourced locally with cargo vendor. Well, I downloaded them already, to be fair. Now I'm just compiling them. I think I did cargo clean at some point. But also, I don't... why am I doing this? I could just look at the source file. Hold on, let's abort that. Yeah, I can just look at this. I don't need to run the game to know. Imagine. Actually, clean that shit out. I don't need to clog my disk. This is old. And this seems to be still old. Yeah, this is old. Oh, this seems like... yeah, so that took a while because the cargo vendor commit is probably there. And this is the new one. And didn't change at all. It's probably still the new one. Where's lib.rs? Here it is. Yep. And then, oh, that's an interesting commit to have. Merge branch master in the mesh rendering. Oh, this is still the new one. Oh, interesting. So I was trying to get this to work. Oh shit, I think this is one of the okay, sure. Yeah, and this is the old. Hold on. Wait, what? We're still doing vertices here. Guess I'm gonna say this is the new one. This is also new. Okay. This is roughly this commit. Kind of want to go a few commits before this. Or after this, I mean. So I can see everything. Was it that one? Let's see. Okay. Actually, kind of curious how this would run. Like, if I check this out, then what would I see? Cursed text world. See. Yeah, this is the world. Okay, let's check. I think I want to check this out. Let's do that. Then I guess we're building anyway. Brum brum brum. Oh, how's the weather? But this is certainly the place where I want to look. Alright, because I went from doing the octree to doing vertices. So instead of copying only from the finished product and not being sure about what's missing, I can go back to this and like kind of retrace my steps, right? And see how I can get this working. But it's crazy to think like how fast I'm making progress on the rewrite. Like if you compare it to the original project, right? Did I start this like a month ago? No, not even a month ago. Back in 16 days ago. On the 5th. Imagine, dude, I'm a bit over 2 weeks into the thing, and I'm already trying to render blocks. Like, I think that's actually a reasonable pace. I think that's a reasonable pace for the refactor. And most of this time was spent on the UI, right? Honestly, like, I just spent some time building a fucking UI framework. If I didn't do that, I would probably have it rendering. Well, the UI framework and also like the architecture of like how should things actually be laid out. Oh yeah, it was this. Does anyone remember this? I do. Oh my god, this is hell. My own personalized hell. Trying to get things to render on screen. The game. Anyway, that's good. that's gonna be it for the stream. Smile. Holy. Holy. Ay, ay, ay. Yep. Yep. Actually, real quick, do you know how I can check out like a one n commits ahead? Is that a thing? Or do I just have to figure out the commit hash? I have that one commit that I can check out. Kind of wonder. Really? Okay, there's some missing packages on that. That's 5 months ago. Sure, I'll go manually. Bucket. If only this window had search, it would be so good. Oh, mesh rendering progress. Oh shit. Scuff texture support. Block obstruction. Let's check this out. I know I have the end screen open. This is like one of the last things that I'm going to be checking out. Okay, so I need to do git checkout head at the curly braces 1. So I can go 1 commit the head. Okay. That's useful to know. I will screenshot it into my notes. Here we go. Go to the bottom of the notes and then paste that thing. Dude, also, I'll get this away for a moment. Like this camera, like I was unplugging it because like I'm gonna get like a better stand for the camera stuff and the light, and I had detached the cable, right? And there was an image like later on. I came back and I look at OBS and there's like the frame of what the camera was seeing when I unplugged it, and I still have no idea like what it is. Like I just don't know what the fuck the thing is that the camera saw. It's not like a fucking creepypasta thing. And I can just show there's like nothing identifiable in the photo. Open default app, let's go. This is the image. Also, let's go. It said mesh rendering progress, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh shit, but I can make stuff. Okay, so this already renders stuff. That's awesome. I'll leave this here. Yeah, but there's not like where do you see the keyboard? That's my question. Where's the keyboard? Because the thing is, like, this fabric looks like the fabric I have like on my wall, right? And the like where the light is coming from would also support it, right? So this is like, okay, this is the wall. What the fuck is this? Like, it's clearly fabric, but I've like no fucking clue what it is. So this has been like a mystery on my mind. I might figure it out one day. Also, oh, hello. I see, that's the artifact that you're talking about, I think. Hold on, let me... Oh, this is disable the camera, actually. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is the photo. And I just have no fucking clue, like, what this thing... Yes, even closer, so we can see the pixels. Yeah, but this has been my mystery. And maybe I'll figure it out at some point. But it's like... but I'm so glad that I took a screenshot of the photo. Like, I would have gone insane. This is one of those things where I'm gonna later think about it, and I'm gonna go, oh, I was probably like, that was like in a dream, right? And I was just imagining it. But no, I have this artifact, right? It's proof of... Oh, not that one. This one. It's proof that the thing that I'm thinking about actually did happen, and it's not just me being a schizo. Or then it's proof of me being schizo about it. True. I didn't think about that. But that's my life. Right. But yep, that's gonna be it for the stream. I don't know. I'll study the steps that I've taken previously and get the mesh rendering work at some point, but I need to eat. Ay. Yep, see you later. Bye.